Okay, so in today's writer's workshop, we're going to learn about adding description to our writing. Do you remember when we read about the beach the other day?
Yeah.
Yes.
We knew exactly what the beach looked like, sounded like, and smelled like. That's because the author used so much good description and detail in her writing. So today we're going to learn about how we can add description to our writing to make it sound that good. This is important so our readers can smell, picture what's happening in our writing. So if we look up at the overhead over there, we have two writings. The first one says, "Yesterday I built a snowman." The second one says, "Yesterday I built a snowman. First I made his bottom section up to my knees, his middle section up to my belly button, and his head up to my chin. Next I wrapped my favorite purple fuzzy scarf around his neck. Then I made his face. I used Oreos for the two eyes, the biggest carrot I could find in the bag for the nose, and a Twizzler for the mouth. Around the snowman's neck, I put one of my dad's neckties that is red with little green Christmas trees all over it. His arms, I found two long sticks that forked at the end, and I found them in the ground. To finish off, I put a black Purdue beanie on the snowman's head." So, which writing sounds better to you?
The second one.
Second.
Why is that?
Because I know what it looks like.
And I
You
know,
know
what
what?
his eyes look like.
You know what his eyes look like? Why is that?
Because you said there's two big Oreos.
Because the author told us, right?
Right.
So in the second one, we could picture exactly what the snowman looked like. So we could use our senses because we could picture it with our eyes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So when we're adding description to our own writing, we can think about our five senses: taste, sound, smell, sight, and hear. And so when we're adding description to our story, what could I tell the readers what this looks like or what this smells like? So we need to use our senses. We also need to be specific when we are writing our stories. So, for example, on the snowman passage for the second one, we talked about how the author talked about how she used her dad's necktie that was red with the green Christmas trees on it, right? That's super specific. So we need to be specific. And then another thing that we need to do when we're adding description to our stories is to use adjectives. Like if you look up at the second passage, they says the purple fuzzy scarf. So that's two adjectives to describe the scarf, so we know exactly what it looks like on the snowman. So, can anyone so now we need to paint a picture in our head, right? Because that's what you want to do when you're reading. You can picture what people look like, what the beach looked like and smelled like and sound like. We painted a whole picture in our head. So we need to paint a picture while we read or write. When we're writing, we need to paint a picture for our readers. So let's paint the picture of these two passages about the snowman. So for the first one, it just says build a snowman. So what is that going to look like?
We just build this 3 circles.
Just was snowman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one's just going to be. And then the second one was super descriptive. So so we know we built a snowman, right? And then can anyone remember anything about the snowman that we...
Oreo eyes.
The Oreo eyes, yes. I would have eaten the Oreos and not put them on my snowman.
Me too.
What else do we have?
Carrot nose.
The carrot nose, the biggest one in the bag. So it's got a big old carrot nose. Anyone else remember or read up there?
A Purdue beanie.
A Purdue beanie. Does anyone have a Purdue beanie?
I
Kind of like yours, but with Purdue on it? Let's add a P for Purdue. What else is on the snowman?
A purple scarf.
Purple fuzzy scarf.
Fuzzy scarf.
I'll try and make it look fuzzy. Let's see, what else is on
A red Twizzler mouth.
there? Red Twizzler mouth. I remember it had 2 arms that forked at the end. What
And
else?
a red Christmas tie with Christmas trees.
Yeah. Man, this is a cool looking snowman.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so after we painted the picture of the 2 different passages, look at that difference. We know exactly what this snowman looks like because we know what it's wearing on its head, what its face looks like, what it's wearing. And this one, all we knew is like 3 balls of a snowman and no description at all. Does anyone have a pet at home that they think they could describe for the class?
I do.
Molly?
She is furry,
Furry.
and she's little. She's small.
Little.
She has a pointy nose and pointy ears, and she's brown, and she smells bad.
She smells bad. Okay, so just now, from Molly describing her dog, I can picture that she's little and fuzzy with a pointy nose, and she smells bad. Oh no, we know exactly what she smells like. What does she kind of smell like? Why does she smell bad?
I didn't give her a bath.
You didn't give her a bath, so maybe just a stinky dog off the street, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. So, when we go back to we're going to get out our writing folders and we're going to reread our passages or the stories we've been reading and pick out some parts where we can add description and help our readers picture what's going on in our story. So, if you're wearing a hat, you can go back to your desk